What's up, guys? This is Hal Hart. We are sitting here on December 18th, just waiting on the market to open up. We have a couple of things that are up from yesterday. Some of the movers from yesterday actually popped up today, and especially CNSP for no reason. Let's look back here. We see that it flatlined yesterday. It did a pop in yesterday's pre-market, faded off, and then all of a sudden today at the open of pre-market shoots up from 254 up to the 438s. Now it has faded off below VWAP, but with this huge move up, I do think it's going to give another move up, possibly. It did form quite a bit of a top at the almost the 450s, so we'll just have to see. But that's the main watch for today. ATNF is also showing up. It's been playing back and forth with VWAP. I don't really like the range that it's forming. We like to see more of an upward motion, but it's kind of flatlining right now. CYTH faded off there, but it's curling. Now this may be a cup and handle, so it may come up, curl, and then slam back down. So that's what I'll be watching out for there. Those are the top three for right now. They're gonna have to get some more volume into them for me to even get interested. MREO, yeah, needs more volume. Needs a different pattern too. It's kind of flatlining right there. VTGN, not enough volume. XCur, definitely not enough volume. And ALJJ, not enough volume. Now it actually has news today. Let's see. Form 8K was put in. Surges on a swing to Q4 profits. Yeah, not enough people are interested right there. So we'll just stick with CNSP if it can give us a move back up. And ATNF. But looking at the volatility, ATNF is only at 20%. So how much further can it go? Whenever I look at volatility, if it's at 20% at market open, I mean, you can look for maybe it may get to the 40s, possibly. But the higher it is in pre-market, the more volatile it is, so the more it can actually go. So that's why sometimes when you see a stock open up 200% or 400%, if they keep going higher, they can actually go that next 400 or 200% because they've already done it. They've already proven that they can. But also, they can also fade all day. So they can go up 200% and then fade off all day long. About 8:15, I rolled the intro. I just saw somebody pop in and I didn't want you to just be sitting silently, you know. And I did from yesterday. So yesterday's trading, I did change my scanner to adapt for or take into consideration the tickers that are from $1 to $10. Yesterday I had my scanner from $2 to $10, and there was a stock moving crazy NXTD that I completely missed out on because it did not hit my scanner. So I have no problem trading down there, but it has to be something with a lot of volume to trade a $1 stock. Because what happens is the $1 point is almost like the breaking point of value. So stocks have to stay in the NASDAQ. They have to stay above $1 to be to stay within regulation. And that $1 mark is so easy to break because most of these companies are already low value, And you know, you put your money in there and you never know when that slam may occur where it just slams through the $1 and now you're sitting with an 80-cent stock or a 75-cent stock. And that's one reason that I had it set to $2 to $10, because I try to stay away from $1 stocks. But with the right volume, they can be very profitable trades. It is almost 8:13. At 8:15 we'll roll the intro and we'll look at the notes that I've already taken on these tickers. All right, let's go ahead and roll that intro. Go ahead and get that one done. All right, that was the intro, and let's get ready for a little bit of the information that I have accumulated today. Now, I have recently started using Yahoo Finance. I use, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, you guys can hear me. All right, yeah, but I have started using Yahoo Finance and FinViz to do my research. Sometimes there's a little bit of deviation in the values that I see from each one of them, but I like kind of taking a midpoint. So if I'm looking for the float, sometimes I go to FinViz and the float will be like 10 million. Then I go to Yahoo Finance and it's like 15, 20 million. So I kind of go halfway to kind of do a comparison now. But Yahoo Finance definitely has a good setup, but I am more used to FinViz. And I also use BAM SEC to do this research. So I already have taken notes on most of these, whether they have shelf registrations or they have any kind of really terrible or good news. None of these had news on today. So let's see. Here's my little note for CNSP. The float is 6.58. And it has a lot of potential, but right now it's just really not respecting any of its supports. So we're just gonna have to see what happens at the open. The next one is CYTH. It has 1.38 million shares in the float. It looks like it's running up right now. It did give a little pullback to VWAP. It is getting more and more expensive. So we'll just have to see about that. I don't really want to burn through my capital. Today I have about 1,100 bucks to trade. So we'll see if we want to stick cheap, because it is Friday also. So with it being Friday and no news coming out, we definitely want to be especially careful on open. Let's see, this one ATNF has 3 million in the float. It's also looking like it's stair stepping down. Took this dip, curled, popped back up, dip again, not respecting VWAP, dip again, not respecting VWAP, and then we got a fade. Pretty much looks the same over here. Got the curl, but this one was above VWAP. Curl, dip, then the fade. Anyway, the next one is MREO, 20.61 million. It has a shelf registration for this year. Now this is the kind of thing that I don't like to see. It's kind of flatlining in a channel right here. So we put a support and resistance here. It doesn't have any real upward motion anymore. It's lost its momentum right here. And we'll see after open if it can regain that momentum. It has the 20 million float, so may or may not move a lot. We'll have to see. SQFT definitely fading off now. It flatlined and then faded. Then we got our $1 stocks down here that are trying to make their way out. Okay, announces pricing of underwritten public offering. They're trying to raise 100 million in public offering. Okay. So they're trying to raise money, trying to stay above that dollar area, which we don't really like, because if they're trying to raise money, it means they're not making enough money. Okay, XCur, that float, that volume is very low. All right, it is 8:19, and we'll be looking for some action coming up in these last 10 minutes to the open. Something's got to start moving. CNSP has met my volume range that I like to trade in. CYTH has, and ATNF has also. So I try to trade within maybe like 3 million to 5 million is where I really am interested, but definitely over 10 million out of the pre-market. So that means there are a lot of eyes looking at this stock, wondering what it's going to do. I would like to see it get back up there to that $4, but I believe that $4 is going to become resistance for it. Let's see, CMSP. Anyway, if you guys have any comments or questions about anything that you see in the video, please let me know. You can just drop it in the chat. For the most part, the first couple of minutes of the market, I may be just focused on trading, but I'll definitely check that chat after that. Maybe like after 2 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. It depends on what it does. If these just completely fell out, then I'm more inclined to check the chat. But if they start showing strength under the VWAP, I'll be definitely watching them. This time I don't want to buy too early. Last time I was watching a stock and it went up, and it kind of faked me out. It went up, I forgot what stock that was. It went up, faked down, stopped on my support level, and then went up, and I bought the top. So today, with these starting moves, especially under VWAP, I will definitely be buying the dip and not the top. And I'll be buying the dip with small shares, because when these stocks are this volatile, it doesn't take much to make money. So 5, 10, 15, 25 shares, you can make a couple of dollars off of that. But I was trying to scalp the top. It just did not give me the push that I wanted through the top. Some news just popped in here. Wall Street sees a muted opening, consolidating after stimulus rally. Okay. That has no effect on that particular stock. So CNSP. getting to that 5 minute mark. And if you ever use Charles Schwab, I remember I made this mistake once, and never again will I do that. So I was actually trading with Charles Schwab pre-market, and 5 minutes until the bell, I had bought because it was going up. I was making money, and it was going up, going up, going up. And then I tried to sell. I did not know that Charles Schwab, in the 5 minutes before the open, you cannot sell with Charles Schwab. You cannot. And so I tried to sell, and I was like, wait, something's wrong. Tried to sell again, and it shot me a message that said you cannot sell during this period or whatever. And I was like, oh no. And I was in the money. I was definitely up. And as soon as it opened, boom, I was trying to get that sell through, and that drop came. That drop came hard and fast. I mean, I didn't lose a lot of money, because as soon as it the thing about the first minute, uh the prices move so fast. All I did was set a stop. So I set a stop at a specific point, because it's hard to get filled on that first minute with like hotkeys, unless you're working with direct access. All right, coming into these. Oh wow, this thing is trying to hold up VWAP, isn't it? I do believe it's gonna crash though. It is above VWAP though. I do like that, but I do not like this red green pattern. Red green, red green. We want to see it push away. Or maybe this could be consolidation here. So it did a little move here. We want to see it hold up. Definitely hold up the bottom of this if it does drop, or at least VWAP. VWAP is at the 779 right now, but we'll have to see. It is very volatile. It's the most volatile with the most volatility today. CNSP. CNSP is just not looking good. It's looking sick down there. So we'll watch CYTH on the open. And if I trade this one, I'd definitely be trading small, because it is a little bit more expensive. I usually try to buy under $7, because eight to 10 really burns up my capital. I mean, fast. I usually just leave it my scanner from 1 to 10, because if I get in, let's say if I get in a $7 stock, $6 stock, and it runs up to 10, I would like that to stay on my scanner so I can actually see it. Once it breaks 10, I may hold, I may be out, I may be taking profit along the way, but we'll just have to see today. CYTH looks like it's losing its heart. It had a bottom right here of the 811. It needs to hold that 811 up. Really don't want to see it break that 811. 815. Looks like it just double bottomed, or no? Nope, not yet. And on the 5 minute, it is in a 5 minute descending candle pattern, so we'll have to wait. Got 3 minutes to the bell, guys. 3 minutes to the bell. Let me pop over here to the down detector and make sure there's no major issues. Okay, no major issues reported. So let's let that first minute play out and see what happens from there. may actually go up there and try to break that 850. So that'll definitely be a point to watch, that 850 break. Hopefully it doesn't do it on the first minute. I would like to see it move down first and then give a rebound. That would be nice. Have 1 minute to the bell. Love to see this thing move down first. This one's also curling back up. It's gonna have to get back over and hold VWAP though for me to be interested. I believe CYTH is the only one with volume above VWAP. Yep. All right, CYTH it is. Got about 15 seconds to the bell. Looking, waiting, and watching. All right, the market is open. We're gonna let this first minute play out. I would love for it to move down first. Move down, down. Do not break the 50 right here. It's gonna break the 50. All right. Well, broke the 50 in the first minute. So let's go ahead and set an order up there at the 51 just in case it gets back up there. What is that high? 59. So we'll do 61 if it can get back up there. Break of 61. Take like 5 shares over the top and let it work. Let's see if it can stay above that VWAP. VWAP is at the 839. Definitely getting a nice move down, isn't it? Okay, so stop orders are not being accepted for this security just yet, which is okay. It is in a 5-minute setup. The top was the 59, so we'll go ahead and draw our resistance and our support up here. Both of our top watches are going down right now, so there is a little bit there. Trying to get back up. The VWAP is at the 839. It's looking real weak trying to get back over that red. It's not what we want to see. Okay. Did take it, could not put in a order right there. Moved so quick. And plus now it's rejecting that level, so it's whatever. Let's look for something. Morio. Will it go higher? It's pulling back now. It failed that level. It's not good. Alright, the high of this level was 75, 875. 875. It does look like it's going to hold up this level a little bit. Getting a nice little 1-minute pullback here. Want to see it get back over this 1-minute pullback, which is the high of the 865. So let's see if we can do that now. Nope. All right, I have to get in with hotkeys, but it's failing out now. First 3 minutes, man. The most volatile minutes of the day. Kind of glad I'm not in that one. Let's look at this one. Got our support down here on the 1 minute. Resistance. One thing about trading, it is repetition. You do the same thing over and over again till you get the results that you're looking for. This one needs more volume. Needs more volume. ATNF. Try that resistance right there. Needs to hold above that resistance. Support. Needs to hold this resistance. VWAP is at the 330 right now. 330, so it is above VWAP. Was this one that kind of had a trend line going down? Yeah, it was. Okay. So we'll have to see what it can do. Can it break that 350? Okay, that one put an order in. Let's see if it can jump through that 350. $350 break here. $25 shares at that 51 if it can come back up. Needs to start getting bought back up though. 25 shares at that 51. Daily chart looking massively unattractive, but we're gonna work with it. It is the top of the scanner right now. It's down there playing with VWAP. The top of this high is the 347. Want to see the break of that 50. It's a $0.50 break, so we'll see if we can do it. $350. Waiting for this 50 break if it can happen. It's like it's getting bought up right there. Kind of moving kind of slow. Let's go look at something else real quick. That one faded. This one, Morio faded. This one is halted, went into a halt. Okay. It was under VWAP anyway, so. AMRS, it's got to get some volume there. Okay. All right, we're waiting for this 50 break here. Be nice, a nice little snap through. Yep. It is holding this level and not doing a lot of wicks, so looks good. It is hugging that VWAP though, which I don't like to see. It's trying to hold up this level we had for it. Yeah, it's breaking down VWAP. Still halted. AMRS. That one has a super high float. Super high float. I think it just popped on the map. I'm not even interested in that. Okay. Alright, so we're sitting with ATNF, waiting for some moves here. If it can't give the moves, it's okay. It'll definitely give something else a chance to give the moves. 335. Let's do 50 shares at a break of the 50. $50 shares on the break of the 50. It's above VWAP right now, 335. Waiting for this 50 break. Getting a lot of buyers here. Looking for that 50 break, but that was a lot of weakness right there. Let's see, the top side of this is like the 75s. $45, $46. It did break that minute bar right there just a little bit. Buyers are still trying to get in here, trying to break that 50. Start to snap some off when it starts to pop through. Double topped. Okay, could not break the 50 right there. Definitely give it some time, because it's as long as it holds this level right here, we're looking for that 50 break. Came back down to VWAP, which is at the 338. Looking for the break of that 50. Alright, well, it is taking a very long time to break this 50. I don't know if it'll be able to. Let's see if it breaks down here. Small pullback. 338. If it breaks VWAP again, I'm probably going to look at something else. Looking for this $half break here with that 350. Let's look at the wall up there. There is a wall, and I'm buying right behind this wall right here. So this is the 350 wall, and this may be it. Let's see what it's going to do. 344. It's tried to go down a couple of times. Tried to go down. So it's actually closing the range in which it can go. Taking 50 shares past that 350. Don't really know how far it's going to go, so I will be kind of quick to take profit. Okay, building out right here. See that 350 break. Take a little bit of profit off the top here. Buying through. Okay, I'm in. Trying to see if we can get a little bit movement higher. We'll go ahead and place my stop out right here at the low of the 341. 341 here. 50 shares at the 341. Just in case it wants to snap back down against me. And I'll be taking profit over the top if it can go. Let's see. It's looking like it's getting held up there. I'll go ahead and put my stop back there. It's like it's getting held up. Yep. May stop me out here. Yep. Wow. Really? Looks strong. It's patient on that one. Did pull back up. So it looks like I'm gonna have to wait for a pullback above VWAP since it's acting like that, acting real weak. We'll wait on that one. Let's see what else we got out here. AMRS is still trying to go up, but it's not moving much. Yeah, it's not moving. CNSP curled up, found its way back into this range. Let's see if we can do a pullback in this range. It is above VWAP right now. At 75 is the next quarter break, and then it has the high here of the 79, so it needs to push into the 80s. Push into the 80s here. $50 shares and on that one. Push into the 80s, but we want to see it get up here. We don't want it to get up here to the 80s and then bounce back down. We need to see a pullback right here. That's a big pullback to the 350s. 365 would be the spot that it has to beat now. That pullback is a little bit much. Yeah, it's looking real weak down there. Okay, this one, let's see, 350s, pull back here. It's got to get back above VWAP and do a pullback again. So we'll wait on that. Big drop on Acer. Big drop. Acer does look like it can move though. Did it have any news on today? Acer had news sometime last week or something, and it's not very volatile, so have to wait on it. SQFT. Okay. This one, it held up this level, but now it's starting to give us the wick pattern. Broke out a little bit, failed. So we'll have to wait on it. Hey, there's our boy from yesterday, NXTD out here. Just got to 16%. It had really went down during pre-market, all the way from the $2 all the way down. So it's very extended right now. Just got up here to the top of the watch list. People have been buying, but we have to see a pullback now. It's too extended. On the daily chart, you can see where it was yesterday, 212. Plenty of volume here though. What's this one doing? Oh, still halted. I wonder how long this halt is. Let's see. Time was 9:45. So it should be opening up in like 2 minutes. Do I really want to mess with a halting stock now? Because what we saw yesterday, it was not pretty. Let's see this thing slam down. It's too extended. The shorts are probably shorten it. Shorten it, shorten it, shorten it. It's definitely going to be a slam here. I want to see if it can hold up VWAP after this extension. ATNF went ahead and failed out. Acer. Okay. Love to see this one hold up VWAP. Big drop right there. Next TD. Oh, let's see if we can find a point to buy in. Looks like it faced some resistance right at the top of this level right here. So right here at 175 point, it's holding it down. So we can trade within this range. Let's see how much it's going to come down though. The 9 is at the 161. We would love to see it hold that 9 up, but right now, as close as it is to this high and as extended as it is, I don't want to be jumping in right now anyway. I would love to see it test VWAP really quickly. Okay, SQFT is up 112%. It halted, may halt again here. Giving a lot of moves. I don't like the sporadicness of it. I know some people enjoy this, they have direct access, but it's no fun when you don't. No fun. Looks like INDX has failed. Where'd it go? Or not INDX, NXTD. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's dropping. It's losing that volatility. I'm gonna let it drop some more. This one definitely dropped. It was up 122%. Now it's down 101. Quite variable. Now it's down to 90. Looks like it's going down. So we'll watch NXTD for right now to see if it can hold up that VWAP. Bounce off of VWAP would be sweet, because that's the 150, and if it can hold the 150, it may be able to get back up maybe 5 to 10 cents. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if it holds up this low right here of the 155, or if it breaks down. Okay. Okay, it definitely broke the body of that candle. Okay. Are we gonna get a bounce out VWAP? Possibly. I might not take 100 shares of this. I might take like 50 shares, because this one's looking very iffy. especially on the daily chart. It's got a whole new wick forming at 175 point. Okay, it's still not tested that 151, or right now 152. It almost tested it. We'll see if it tests that 152 area. See if it gets bought back up. There's the 152 area getting, oh, got broke through. Can we get back over the 152 area? Seems like there should be some buyers right there. It's a lot of selling right there. Okay. Looks like it's turning around, but it still has this super big red 5-minute candle right here. Not looking good. Yeah, that's not enough. That's 1 cent of movement. Let's go look at the other things that are popping up here. Morel needs to get back into that range. Draw my resistance lines up here. Okay. Man, it really curled, didn't it? Let's see if we can get a pullback in this level, this 296 level. It's a great price. Looks like it's getting that push. It's very extended. It came from up below the VWAP. We need a pullback here. We don't get a pullback. See, this is too extended. You can't chase that. All right. But it is volatile. Definitely volatile. Let's see what it does here on all that extension. Yep, there it is. Let's see if it holds above this $3 level. Let's go ahead and put our support resistance out here. Right there. Support line. So it did go down there and touch it. Okay, that's a good sign. All right, so the high here, 318. Let's do the 325 for a buy-in. Oh, it might get me. 325. Oh, I'm in there. Okay. All right, let's see if it can push just a little bit more. I'm in 50 shares here, looking for a push through that 25 up to that 30, so I can start to peel. Oh my goodness, really? All right, I might need to start peeling off now since it's looking like this. I'll be out at that 24. I mean the $3. We're gonna let it pull back really quick because it definitely is probably gonna pull back again. Okay, still going up. I'm gonna start taking profit here, up here. Waiting for it to give me a reason to take profit. Okay, let me just set that just in case it slams back down. In 50 shares here, looking for a little bit more of a push, possibly. Get through that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move our low up to this 315 area. 315 area is our new low. We don't want to lose too much on this slam down if it wants to slam. Okay, 315 area is our area to be. We want to see a little bit of a push here. Okay, 315 area going a little bit higher. We'll start to pop off some profit up here. See if it can get through that. That 30 is what I put my sell back down there. Almost got through the 30. Right now we're risking 10 cents down. We'll put our new stop up here on the bottom of this 320. We wanted to see it hold up that 320. This is its pullback. See if it can get bought up here. Sellers are coming in heavy. Yep. All right. It's just not. It was above VWAP. Now we're getting our pullback. We're getting an actual pullback. Crazy. Crazy move there. I was expecting a push out of that after that buy up. Morio. We're waiting on it. Really? Come on now. Alright, the top of this high was the 330. Really? 330 high. See a break of that 330 area. Looks like it wants to go. Okay, back in. Up a good bit. We'll see if it can get bought up here. This has a lot of room to come down. If it comes down, let's see, the 310 area would be the spot to be. 310 area. Does not need to come down that much. Looking, waiting, watching. Okay, getting a little bit there. We'll start selling up here. Almost out of, let's see if we can break that 50. Can it test that 50 and start to break it? Because I would definitely sell up there. Okay. Sold a little bit there. Just getting back out of the red here. Sold a little bit there, down to 40 shares. Looking for a break of that 50. 35 shares. Just locking in some profit here. Looking for that break of the 50. Okay, did not go there. Okay, taking, got 20 shares left. Looking for the break of the 50. Not giving me what I want to see. Break even is the 31. So let's put that at the 32. Break even for whatever we got. 20 shares. Sell. Alright, so that'll leave us with 20 shares in there to kind of work with. I don't know if it's going to continue up. It may or may not. It may just slam down. It'll still be a green trade even if it does slam down. Okay. Can we break the 50? Okay, there's the break of the 50. We're up $5 on that one. We're almost to the green. Low of this candle was 340. Looks like it's going to snap down on us though. Got the break. It needs to get back above the 50 here. The low of this candle was a 340. It needs to go up some so I can cancel this order and put the new one in. Okay, yeah, it might stop us out here. It's a big, big drop. So it sold at 332. That was still a green trade, but just not what I was looking for there. This one's back up to 100%, 100 percentile. Why isn't it moving? Morio took a little dip there. We did take some green trades on it. We also had some losing trades, but that's the name of the game right there. And I don't like this topping tail here now that has formed. Have to get back to the green. Okay, this one's halted again. Very low volume. Morio, we're waiting. Coming down to VWAP. VWAP is at the 317. That's kind of like an odd number. I really don't like that number. Let's get back towards that 25-ish area. Matter of fact, what's the last one here? The low or the high was a 31, but it's still in this red outfit. So we would like to see it over this 35, 40 area. if it can. Matter of fact, let's just put it back at the 50. So if it goes up there again, we'll be right there. Or could just buy the dip, right? Get 5 shares here, just start to build a position. Okay. Did it get me in? Okay, 5 shares right there. We'll be out at, we'll use VWAP as our out here. VWAP is at the 317, 317. If it wants to break down, hey, whoa, 317. Start to build a position here. We have our sell order there at VWAP. We're looking for a little bit of strength here. We're just building a position, looking for it to go higher, but it may stop me out here. What? Oh, it stopped me out right there. Didn't it? I believe it stopped me out right there. My position isn't there anymore. I don't want to cancel. Yes, I can cancel. I think it stopped me out right there. I believe I'm out. So no positions over here. Okay, let's start to build a position again then. Through the 30s. Looking for a break of the 30s. What? Okay, I am in. Okay, 30.29, I am in there. So, wow. The low of this one is the 30.21. 30.21. Now, there's our out point. Looking for a little bit more strength through this. Okay. Now, take profit up there at the, what's that, the 339, 340 area. 349, 345, all the way up. And we'll take profit up there. And now the next one will be through the 350. 351. 351, 25 shares. Oops, 25 shares. Actually, what's the top of this? The top is the high. So let's see if it can get through that 25 shares up there. Looks like it's working its way up there anyway. Be ready to take some quick profit here through that 50. Down. Okay. So we'll be buying on the high of the 349, or not on the high of the 349. 51 right there. Let's see what it wants to do here. Giving a nice little pullback, getting bought up. A lot of action up here. Okay, will it break that? Yes, it's breaking. So now that it's trying to go down and failing. The high is the 349 here. 49. I think I'll leave it at the 351 like I have it. 25 shares just in case it wants to make a move through that area. It is pulling back up. Pulling back up. Okay. Let's see what it's got. Buyers are going to have to step in here. Buyers are kind of losing here. Got it at the 351. Yep. Looking weak right now. It needs to stay above the body of this candle. So that's the 335 right there. Okay. See if we can get some upward movement here. Or no. Buyers coming in there. A lot of green on the tape. Needs to break that $1/2 though. Coming to the close. Okay. Yeah. If it breaks the 9, I'm gonna go and look at something else real quick. The 9 is at the 334. Yeah. All right. Let's go and look at something else real quick. Cancel that order. ELOX, not getting enough trading. Okay, VT. Okay, that's not looking good. SQFT continues to get halted. I'll take 5 shares of this. Well, can't do it there. Just faked out. Probably about to go red right here. 78. Why does it continue to climb? Is there news on it? Property Trust advances and provides update on model home sales activity. Okay. Model home sales activity. What is that? How does it make it move like this though? Okay, Form 4. They got a new investor. Okay. Well, it looks okay, but it continues to halt. And do I really want my money stuck in a halt today? Is the question. How comfortable am I putting an amount in there? Because it looks like it's halted up, up, halted down, halted up. A lot of variability. I don't like it. This one's back down to VWAP. Will it fade here? 9 o'clock. Got 600 bucks left. Down $6. It did form wicks up here, so not looking too strong. That 350 mark is a mark it's gonna have to beat. $360. Might start to build a position down here if we can get back across that 339. Okay, so we'll take a little entry. Let's see it hold up at 339. Up, there's a pullback. Okay, back over to 339. There, okay. See if we can get up there to that 350. Hold that 339. Came down to that level. How far is it going to pull back? Holding the 339. 339, 339. Bouncing up a little bit. Continues to test that 40. Yep, broke it. I wanted to see it hold up at 339. 335 is the 9 on there. So it looks like it touched the 9 and came back up. Let's see if we can take a nice little 25 share run up here. The high of this is the 343, 345. Okay. It is holding. Oof. Will it hold that 9 up? Yep, got bought up again. Man, this thing is... Yep, okay. Alright, that's the weakness right there. Let's go look at this. Not that one. There was... Where's that other one I was looking at? This one's halting too. Man, this thing continues to go up. What in the world's wrong with this thing? I'm really tempted just to buy it. Like FOMO. And when you get emotional, that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Gotta have a plan. So where do you get out? If you buy there, it could fall all the way back to the $8 from the 9. That's a lot of movement right there. Where do you get in? There's a little pullback right there. So you could buy that high break of the 960, let's say 975. Some news just popped in on it. Let's see. Okay, just more halt news. Okay, 975, 5 shares at the 975. What? You can't use stop orders on this? Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's a trap. That's a trap. Okay, this one got up here, failed VWAP finally. So definitely looking really weak. Now it's falling. That's crazy. So that means everybody that's trading this is trading with hotkeys. So that means if it does make a drop, you need to be hitting that hotkey. You have no second thought. Look at that drop from the 980, the 998, all the way down to the $9. That's a 98-cent loss. That's ridiculous. Okay, this one looks like it's trying to hold VWAP a little bit. Hmm. 50. It's in a 5-minute downtrend right now. Very volatile stock. This one looks like it's double topping here. Can it break this double top? High of the 330s. Looks like it's breaking that. Needs to get back above that 9 and hold it. The 328. 328. Really? Come on. Hold up. Just hold it there. And it fails. Okay, so it looks like it's going back towards that 1-minute zone that we had at the beginning, the 304 down here. We did not want to see it do that. Now it has to get all the way back above VWAP. This one's also filling out in that 5-minute downtrend. See if it'll break the 9. Will it break the 9? Broke the 9 by 20 cents just in an instant. It looks like it's moving slow, but man, this thing is volatile. Let's do a $half break on this one. So 950. Well, I forgot I can't use the stops. Crap. Never mind. Let's see. This is the high of the 65. So if it gets back into the 70s, I may pop in for 5 shares just to ride it up to the 10. Let me look back here. No other. This is it. That's why it's up so much. Okay. 970s. take a little stab, possibly. Top of this one is the 990s. So have to kind of see. Okay, buyers coming in there. 970s, 950 break. Can it hold a 950? Well, so the 50s are becoming a place of resistance for it. 950s. Can it get past the 950s and hold there? Hold in the 50s. 50, 51. I saw 51 for like a split second. So sellers are definitely selling down on this. Want to see it get into the 50s and hold. This minute is closing up. Not a good sign there. Could not hold the 950s. Let's see what's the high of this candle. The high of this candle is 55. So we want to see a hold to 55 now. If this one does go green, the high is a 38. 67. Trying to hold up that 915 level. I don't see any big buyers in here though. I guess because you can't do the stop orders, so, or maybe I just can't. Usually there's a lot bigger buyer walls in here, but the buyers look like they're scared. Looking for it to hold over this 38 level, 938. Morio, what is it trying to do? It's like it failed VWAP, came back up. Okay, looks like it's working its way back over VWAP to 323. This is a much better price range. But it is holding up, did hold above this level here of the 304. Might start building a position here. The high of this 332. 332. Let's do an order up there at the 25, 340s. 340s. Do I really want the 340s though? Let's wait for a pullback over VWAP. And if it does just run up, we'll have our order ready for the 351. It did double top there, which is not good. 330, 330 is becoming a form of resistance. SQFT has fallen. Morio is looking like the one that we need to be paying attention to. This is the igniting candle right here. So we'll draw this support line, new support right here. Okay, looking like it's ready. Got this little 1 minute pullback, looking real weak there though. No buyers coming in yet. But what's the high of this level? 331. I would love to buy in on a quarter level, so like 325, but right now it's on 325. So the next one will be 350. Looking like it wants to get over that 330 area. Hold over that 330. Be nice. Could trade within this range. It may get up here to the 340 area. So I'll go ahead and start building the position here. Let's see, it's getting a little push. Can it get over? Alright, every time it gets a push, it fails. So, not liking that. HCDI, what is this? Oh, another halter. Okay. What's the news on you? Just halting. Alright. We're gonna watch Morio to see if it can hold up this level at the 311. So let's see if it can break the high of this 331 level. 331, end with what, 25 shares? 335. That'll give it plenty of playroom right there. 335 there. This area right here, 339. Let's change that to the 340. Right there. I want to see it break through this level. It's finding a lot of resistance up here. Buyers gotta step in. Okay. Wow. That was a big step in, wasn't it? Gee whiz. Okay, so the low is a 324 on this one. I did not expect it to come up that high, that quick. Alright, so we will be selling out at the 325 down here. If it cannot prove itself up here. I can't believe it went up there that quick. So we'll wait to see what it can do. And 25 shares on this one. Okay, to the 40. We'll put our new low on the bottom of this one, 338. After it kind of proves itself, see what it wants to do here. See if it can break that 50. For a snap through that 50, we'll be moving it up to this bottom and just momentarily. Okay, some buyers coming in. Buyers, sellers, one of them. Okay, we'll go ahead and move it up to the bottom. This 330. We'll move it to the 340 here. Low is a 337, so that's a 3 cent. Wow, didn't expect that move. Okay, let's start peeling some off up here. I would love to get to the green here. That would be magnificent if we can get to the green here. Okay, so we are in the green to the 75. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a push through that 75. And I can actually put my low down here at the 345 just to let it play up here. Because I'm in the money, so either way it goes, I'll be up. See what it wants to do here. see buyers or sellers, which one is going to be winning here. We're in 25 shares. This is a winning trade, so well, it's going to be a winning trade anyway if it comes, even if it comes down and hits this level. Next move up will be up here to the low of this one, 365, if it can get bought up. Huge buying pressure. A little bit of selling pressure here. See if it gets bought up at some point here. We wanted to see it hold above this high of the 359. Which got bought up right there. Let's see what it wants to do here. The new low will be right here on this one right here, 361. 61. Waiting to see what this one wants to do. How far is it going to break down? Waiting on Morio to make another move higher, possibly. When I get in the money, I usually do not add to the position. So usually don't do that. I've learned, like, over my trading, it actually hurts me more than it helps me. Okay, so it's getting up there to that 75 mark. Push through the 75 mark here. New low is right here at the 363. Right there. Start out. Gonna let it play out. Holding up that 75 there. Looking for a little bit more of a push. See on the daily chart. Has about up to the $4. Let's see if we can go and challenge that $4 mark. The new low will be right here on the bottom of this one. Oh, that was weak. So we're gonna actually move it right now. 75, 375 here. If it breaks that $quarter level, we'll be out. We want to see it get some push here. Okay. Don't know if it can go any higher. Went just a little bit, so that's why we have it set at the 375 there. So either way it goes, we definitely were able to capitalize here. On the low of the 80, it's probably gonna stop me out here. Might. Looking like it will. Got bought up right there a little bit. Let's see if it stops me out. Yep. Alright, well, I'm back in the green. I was looking for a little bit more. It may get bought up again, so we'll look for another position on that one. But hey, green is what we want. Alright, so since it definitely has the ability to go higher, I'm gonna put up here on the high of this 388. I don't want it to go on this candle. I want it to try to go down first. 388. Okay, it's trying to go down to the 9. 9 is holding it up. I'm gonna wait just a little bit, give it a little bit of time to play. Would like to take an entry position definitely towards that $4 mark, but we got to see some strength come back in it. Let's see what we got up here. Nothing else is really showing us any moves today. It's 9:33, so there should definitely be something moving. This one just is wild. I don't like this stock. It went from 10.29 down to 8.86. bro, that's how you break your account right there. Right there. Alright, so looks like it's bottoming here. Let's go ahead and buy the high of this 1 minute candle, which is a 376 if it can get there. 370. Let's get into the 380s for quick profit. So over that 75 to the 380s. And take another stab at this one. See if it can get green. That 9 is at the 64, 364. We have a high up here at the 390 area. Okay. Just waiting to see what it wants to do here. And take quick profit if it does get me in. Okay. So I'm going to take some there. I already took a little bit. Let's see if we can get a little bit of push through that 85. Okay, looks like it's filling out. And we'll go ahead. If it shows me red, I'm going to be all out. Okay, that's back into the 80s there. Okay, we'll take profit there. Still have 10 shares to go. 90s, got up to the top of the range, holding 5 shares. Taking off a little bit at a time. If it shows me red, I got to be out though. Again, I'm in the money, so I usually don't add in the money. Having problems getting up there. We're getting to the $4 range. Shows me red, I got to be out though. $4 range, shows me red, I got to be, yep. Right there, I'm out on that weakness. We can re-enter 25 shares past that $4. 25 past the 4. Let's do the 4. Actually, you know what? Let me let it prove itself because it just showed me red right there, and I didn't like to see that red. And it's also a double top here, so I took my little profit right there off the top. Really didn't like the way that it double topped. Let's go 405 here. 405 for a good break of the 4. Enter with 5 shares, just small share size, just in case it wants to play. Looking for that 405 break. See, it's struggling at the $4. Struggling. It's got a wall at the 406 now. Okay. Struggling. I don't like that. I'm gonna let this one play. I'm gonna cancel my order. I don't like the Yep. So that's why we like to be cautious with those. That's why I was gonna get in 5 shares up there. I didn't like the way it was moving. 400 bucks left to trade. Oh, it's 937. Morio. This one's finally filling out. Or it looks like it's filling out. Halted. Okay. Alright, so let's just watch Morio. It's top of the list, most volume, giving moves, but it definitely snapped down on that one. I kind of figured it was going to do that on that weakness, so I just was like, yeah, let me go ahead and take everything. Sometimes you just have to take what the market gives you, even if it's a little bit. Okay, still in that nice setup there. It is in a 5-minute setup, so if we can get over this 405, that would be a good entry point. We came up to the 401, so we'll give it just a little bit more than that on this setup. 405, and we can get like 10 shares up here by 405 there. So I got an order placed out there at the 405 just in case it wants to fake out. Like if it goes up and then it fakes me out, I can definitely either take profit or have a very small loss here. I've already taken profit, but I want to take more profit. Let's see what it can do here. I could trade this within a range though. So 401 will be the exit. 366 would also be an exit. So let's draw this support here. This is an exit. And then let's draw our resistance up here. This is an exit. And we're going to see if we can trade within this little range here. Very quick little scalps within this range. Let's see, we got 381. So let's watch it and see if we can stay within this range. That's what? That's like 20 cents or something like that. 30 cents right there in that range. See if it can push into the 80s. 380s. 385 would be a good place to buy. 385. And we'll put in like maybe 85. We'll put in maybe 10 shares at the 385, 386 area. And just take us up a little bit. So we'll buy right there at the 86. Take some quick profit here. Let's see if it can jump a little bit higher. We out at the 367. 367 there. Want to see if it can jump a little bit higher and I'll take profit. We're trading within this range here. So we got 367 down here. Matter of fact, let's move this to the low of the 78. 78. Right there at the bottom of this 1 minute candle, just in case. Just to, if it wants to stop me out, cool. Just in case it shows me red here. Alright, it may or may not. Let's see what it wants to do here. Yep. Alright, I'll take that little loss. It is within the range. I might have let it play out here, but on this break I believe it's really going to go down, so I didn't want to play all the way down here. I just risked very little. Look at that back end. It's in the range though, but it's playing back and forth. Okay, may pop in with 5-10 shares here just to see if it can get in back into those maybe 85 area. See if we can get a push up here. Alright, slam down to the 9. I don't like that. 85, 86 area is where we would like to be in. 85, 86. Can we get it? 85, 86. Yep. Either way it goes, I would have been stopped out in here. It doesn't matter. But I'm glad I didn't allow it to go, what, 10 more cents on me. I just had it right here. Got in at the 86. And then I got out at the 87. So there was about a 10-cent loss on 10 shares, which is not a lot at all. Alright. It did break my bottom exit, so you know, it's gonna have to probably check off VWAP real quick. This one came back up a little bit. Still not over VWAP. PTPI. Big 5-minute descending. Don't like it. Got 383 bucks left. So don't really know what I want to trade. This one's having a lot of action here, but it's got to get some more volume. People aren't interested in it, so I don't want to be interested in it. Okay, it did fall out of this. Let's see, did it double? The low is 383, low is 361 there. You know what? I literally just looked over at this at my chat in One Life, One Chance. I see you, bro. Yeah, it does look heavy. So I was gonna play this range right here, and I actually got in at the midpoint of the range, looking for a run up to the 401, and it just didn't give it to me from that midpoint. So I set my stop right at the 377, and it saved me all of this. So I definitely managed my risk there and tried to keep it tight, because if it did go my way, I was going to take profit right here at the top, but it didn't. So had my stop out, and yeah, stop me out. Now SQFT, I don't know why, but it's losing volume, but it still looks strong above VWAP. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's so volatile, and you can't even use stops on it. I tried to place a stop order, like let's say if I put one share at $20, just try to stop on this. I want a $20 buy. You can't even use that on this. So you have to use hotkeys. So it's kind of hurting me a little bit. So I'm just gonna leave that alone, even though it is so volatile. My hotkeys are good, but they're not direct access. They're set up specifically because they're free. Okay, looks like it's working its way back in this range here. Let's see if it can hold up this level of that 360, whatever I put there, like the 370s. See if we can get back in that level. It does have a trend going down here, so I would be going again. This is the backside of the move, so I would definitely be going against it. But you know, some days it's really slow. And plus, yesterday was the big day of the week, I believe, with that NXTD. NXTD, man. I, all right, Mario. Really want to see some more volume coming in this one. This one has a nice setup, but it just no one's interested in it. Like, it's got to get some interest. The top of this, the high is the 443 up there. Could put an order up there for the 443 break, but it would need to be on volume to get a push out of there. Forming a topping tail, dropping below the 9. I don't like it. Let's go back over here. This one's working its way back up. It's got to get over this level though, and the 9 is at the 368. If it can get over at 368, I may try to retrade it within this range now. So we'll move the range down to the 384, and the bottom of the range will be right here at the 357, and we'll try to buy the midpoint here. So the midpoint is what, like 372-ish, kind of tight. Let's see if we can get back into the 70s, and it's already doing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see 74. Yeah, we'll take a little bit there just to ride up to the top. Took 5 shares there to ride to the top. We'll be out at the 57 down there. 57, 5 shares at the 57. Sell out here. We'll let it ride for right now. Well, we're risking maybe 20 cents. I don't know. Let's just do the low. Let's change that to 366 there. I bought the midpoint on that. 366. Now it's the bottom of this 1 minute candle. If it fails, then hey, I'll be out. But if it doesn't, I can take profit up here at the top. It's above the 9. The 9 is at the 370. Looking to take profit up here at the 385 if possible. We will be moving the stop up to the bottom of this low 372 after it gets a little move. Okay, looking like did it just double top? Yeah, double top. I might go ahead and exit here if it can't get up. I'll go ahead and move my stop up to the 72 on the bottom of this 1 minute candle. That way if it fails, I'm only risking 3 cents on this one. It is a double top, so it needs to break that double top here or it'll stop me out. Let's see what it wants to do here. 75, 74. Yeah, it's probably gonna stop me out. It's looking kind of weak here. Oh, well, I guess not. Let's move it up. We'll move our bottom up to the 75. there. But we're definitely going to take profit up here at the top if it can get there. Looking weak, looking weak. It may stop me out here. Up, a little bounce up. Broke that top level right there. A lot of selling here. A lot of selling. Sure. Okay, cool. All right, let's take profit up here at the top at the 385 here. Let's see if it can, we'll take profit, just touched it. Take profit at that point. Took my profit up there. It's a winning trade, very small trade on 5 shares, but whatever. Let's see. One Life SQFT worries me with the break of new high on the 1 minute chart. Let me go over there and look at that. Break up. Oh, wow. Yep. Too many shares in this range could drop hard. Yep. And that's exactly what happened. One Life, you're exactly right. That's a very, man, I kind of figured it was looking kind of weighted. You know, like when it starts to form like a channel here instead of like a vertical, what do we call it? An incline. It kind of started forming like a range. And with all the halts actually had me nervous from the beginning because it took off and it never gave a pullback above VWAP. I don't buy above VWAP unless I get at least a pullback, right? So it halted, opened up here, and it never gave me a pullback. This what I like, a 1 minute pullback that's red. So it continued to just halt, and I was like, I'm not gonna trade that, man. I'm not gonna risk it. But it is getting a lot of volume. But it's I bet the shorts are in love with that stock. Okay, so I did take at the top of this where I said I was gonna take my profit. It looks like it's trying to get over this level. We'll see what it does though. It's 951. And I'll be going to about 10:30. I still, well, really today until I run out of money, I guess, if the money doesn't make it to 10:30. But nice setup. I did follow my plan, took profit right up there at the top, bought it kind of like the midpoint. I definitely could have done bigger size, but it's whatever. A green trade is a green trade, and that's what I'm aiming for. I want more accuracy. I want more consistency. That's where I'm really aiming for. Morio. ELYS broke down. No volume there. VUZI, very small volume. Okay. All right, well, looks like Morio is the last thing up. Looks like it's breaking a little bit. Broke out a little bit. Let's see if we can hold this level of the 384 there. I mean, I could have taken some more profit if I was a little bit more patient, but the plan was to take at the top of the range. So that's exactly what I did. We'll see if it can form a new range here with the 401 and maybe a new bottom, maybe like right here, 376. See if we can play within that range. Possibly. So the midpoint of this range would be about maybe like the 390s. But I don't like these two topping. This is telling the shorts, hey, we're weak. Shorts won twice here. So 1, 2. So the buy spot will be over this high of the 389. So the 390 would be the buy spot. But it may just fail my level. It's just too close to this level right now. And it's also in a 5-minute downtrend over here. So looks like it's failing. You're gonna fail. Holding up that 75. I don't see. Okay, so some buyers just popped in there at the 74. Let's see if they get broken through. 74 getting tested. Let's see, 375. Some sellers stepping in on the 375. So the sizing, if you don't like looking at this, I actually have it up here as well. The bid size and the ask size, so you can see the different size variations. But this one definitely cracked that bottom level. So not too good. Wow, SQFT is all the way down to $7. Man. Yeah, one life, one chance. You definitely called that SQFT right there. UAVS. 426. Still not getting any attention. I wonder why these past couple of days, or yesterday and today, there's been so many halts. I mean, on no news, like there's just been halt central, and that's been one reason that I've been waiting out of the open, because I don't want to get stuck in a halt. I saw a halt yesterday where it went up, maybe $1.50, came out of the halt, and it was down like $2. So I'm like, what in the world? But some people, it gets their blood pumping, I guess. MERO, Morio. Let's see what we got. Morio. Oh yeah. All right, so it did do the range play that I missed out on. Let's see if it can break the 4, and I'll get in with a little bit of money here if it can break that 4. Let's see, the top of this top was the 401, so let's put a order at the 405 for 25 shares. It is pulling back now, so it looks like the 4 kind of, I guess my plan would work to buy this central point and then sell at the top. But let's go ahead and put an order maybe of 25 shares over the top of this and see where it goes. See if it can hold up this midpoint here. Looks like it's holding it up. I probably enter with my hotkeys instead of, yeah, that's 2 times 2 wicks right there. Let's see if it can hold this level, get back over this high of the $4. So we'll put up there 405. I want to see it break that. Let's see. So we'll go ahead and place an order up there at the 25 shares up there. It does have a couple of wicks, so, and it is later on in the day, so the push may not be as dangerous, or what I guess the push may not be as powerful as we would like to see through this. So it may be a quick scalp, but it's definitely finding a new range. Let's see, this is its range right now from this level right here, 380s. Up there to the top. So let's go ahead and cancel that order and see if we can get over the top of this. The top of this is the 394. Oh, it's breaking the lower range, so I guess the range is still the 72 here. It is in a 5-minute descending. It is holding the body of this green candle right here, so I'm glad of that. The bottom is the 381 right there. I'll go ahead and take a little bit. The midpoint is the 390s, so start to build a position in here at the 390s. Let's put a order up. Looks like it's headed down. I was gonna put an order in there for the 390s. I want to see a break of the 390s, maybe for like 10 shares back into the 90s. Just get a little 5-cent run, but it's definitely failing here. MREO. Yeah, I saw that. I knew what you were talking about, One Life. Yeah. Okay, there we are. All right, let's buy on that break into the 90s here. I want to see it break into the 90s. I'll take a quick little profit up to the top, possibly. See if it can break in there. See if it can get some buyers through there. Nope. Weakness. Breaking down to 9, which is a 383. Up, snapped up. Let's see if we can get up to this level. The top is the 393 on this one. Now I need to change that to the 395. Let's do the 395 buy. 395. Yeah, I was thinking about the reversal too, but what I'm gonna do is just take quick profits here. Look for that. So I'm gonna take a little bit there. I'm holding 5 shares there. Just looking for a little bit more. Let's see. The bottom is a 383. So we'll be out at the 383. I am in 5 shares right there. Change this to the 5. And we'll just set that stop right there. It looks kind of strong. Let's see if we can break that $4. It may be a reversal, and if it is, I already took profit, a little bit of profit, but hey, now we're in there, and we'll move our stop up on this last one. Let's see where this one stops. This low is the 403 right now, so we'll see if it can get bought up here. If it can't, too bad. Let's go ahead and move it up to the 403. 403. And if it can't hold that up, then we'll have to get out. So we're at the 403 for a stop out. This is an in the money trade. So even if it does stop us out, it's a green trade. Looking for a little push, maybe through the 15. Don't want it to go red on me here. Let's see what it's going to give us. Little push up to the 20s. I'm up $1 on that one. We'll move the low on the next 1 minute candle, which will be coming in about 10 minutes. So we're in the money, just waiting to see if it can get another push up. If it does, we'll move the new low to the bottom of the 1 minute candle. It may stop me out here though. It doesn't matter to me though. Even if it stops me out, I'm still green. But you may be right with it being a reversal, but I'm in the money on the reversal, so let's see. Plenty of volume, plenty of everything. I'm just gonna hold it. Be patient. Let it try to hit my stops. Okay, the new low is the 408 here. Yeah, I'll move that up right now. So we'll put our new low at the 408. Looking for a continued push here. Looking for somebody to really be impressed with this move and say, hey, I want to buy. But if they don't, it's okay. Let's see what it wants to do here. Hey, One Life, you said it. That FOMO trading. So we'll move our low up here to the 415. Our low is at the bottom of this 1 minute candle, so we can capture all of that gain if it does want to come down. Yep. All right, snap me out right there. That was a winning trade on 5 shares, but it's whatever. It definitely broke the rules right there, and it isn't getting the push that I would like to see. So it may start actually grinding here. Let's look at the 425 entry. We need to see it get up there and test it first before I actually buy up there. The high of that candle was the 423. It did not test the 425 yet, so we're gonna wait and see if it can give us a little bit of a pullback and hold above this level here, the $4 level. Okay, trying to hold above that it looks like it double bottomed there, I think. 408 and the low is 407. It broke it just a little bit, but that's still a break. With that 425, we'll put an order up there at the 426 if it breaks that 425, because that's a quarter dollar break. Let's see, 426. We'll buy 10 shares up there at the 426 just to see if it can do it. Buyers are still in control here, so that's why I'm setting my order up there, because If you look at these levels, the sellers did not win that race. Okay, 425. Let's see if it can pop through 426. Did not get through the quarter level. It's becoming resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel my order right there because that kind of makes me nervous. Yeah, so did not get through that quarter. Anytime a $quarter level becomes resistance, that's a weak level. So, you know, it's kind of hard to put my faith back in it if it can't just pass a $quarter level, because a $half level is way more resistance than a quarter, and a whole dollar is definitely way more resistance. So I took that trade out of there for now. Let's see what else is holding up VWAP here. Ooh, DARE is up, but it is on some low volume. Man, it looks good, but look how it's moving. Not even a cent per second. Look at it. It's just bouncing. I don't like that. Need some more volume. Got about 30 minutes left to trade. Looking for opportunities around here. AMRS 482. That one's failing. Well, it looks like Morio is the only one that's giving moves. It looks like it's coming back to this level here, to the $4 level. Let's see if it breaks the $4. Looks like it will. Breaking down that $4. Heavy, heavy. Okay, so the new range will be from here, the 398 up to here, 426. That's our new range here to trade within. So let's see what it wants to do. Top of this minute is the 415. So we'll put an order at the 416 to see if it can hold up this range. But not right now. Okay, it may give us a little bit of green, a little bit of pop back here. The high of this 5-minute candle is the 415, so yeah, it needs to break that. I don't know if it will. It continues to test down the 4. If we look at the sizing down here, the first wall is down here to 394. Okay, people are starting to buy. That looks good. Let's see where the big walls are over here on the sell side. Sell side, you got the 404, 406. You got one up here at the 414. Okay, so we don't want to see it. The 9 is at the 406, right? We want to see it get above that 406 and start to hold it. Okay, just like that. See if it can give us some green through the 406 up to the 407. 407 would be an entry. I'll enter with like 5 shares and just play this range. 407. Can we see the 408? Can't get through the 407. Facing a lot of pressure there. Looking for that 408. I don't see the 408 coming. Looks like they're taking it back from them. Going back down to the 405. Let's see, strong resistance. One Life says strong resistance on the daily chart at that level as well. If it can break that level, it has room to the 472. True. Yep. So, yep, that is very strong resistance up there at that 430 mark. Yep. It got to the 408. I would love to buy some down here. Might take like 25 shares in this range. Nah, that's okay, yeah. I guess so. It's looking like it's coming. It's got a lot of buying pressure here. So it's got a lot, and then it just snapped down. So the top is still the 416. It got up to the 416. We want to see it through that 416 level, and I'll get 25 shares. Let's see if it can get back up there to that 416 level. Start breaking out. Looking to take some. I'll take some at the top, and then maybe some more if it continues to drop, but it's got to get back over that. Looks like it's challenging the 9 EMA. Looks like it broke it, so I'll cancel my order for now. It is still within my range here. So the range is about the $4 mark. See if it can hold that $4. $4 has stacks down here of buyers. They're getting broken through though. Let's see, 403, 404. They're getting broken through. Yep. All right, let's cancel that order. And we'll wait to see if it can reset up in a nice setup for us. Yep. Yeah, I saw that on the daily chart earlier. I just didn't put a line up there. I don't know why I didn't put a line up there, but it's definitely looking like if it breaks at 430, it'll go to at least the 450s. But it is still above VWAP, so I'm not counting it out yet. And if you look here, it has a pretty nice trend up. I believe it might have broken the trend right there with what it just did, I believe. Let's see. Maybe. Almost broke the trend. So we'll see if it breaks this trend line. It looks like it's going to. Okay, SQFT. So with scalping, what I've been trying to do is trying to focus on maximizing the quality of the position that I get into, and then minimizing the risk. So I'm looking for, a lot of people say I'm looking for the best setup, but sometimes you don't know if it's the best setup. But I'm looking for something that's giving me the best positioning and in the trade. So that's why I started trading ranges like this. So I would set up the range, I would buy the middle of the range, and I would look for either a top or profit up to the top, or weakness to the bottom. So that's the strat that I'm using, and it's keeping me safe, Prague. I remember looking at this one the other day. Very light volume. Dare, very light volume. Anything else? We got about 15 minutes left, and I'm gonna shut it down. UAVS. You know what I've been noticing is that how I used to trade, I used to use all of my money so quickly, but now that I'm looking for really good setups, I don't end up using all my money. It's just like you just don't see that many opportunities. I used to trade, I'd be like, man, I still got money left. Let's take another trade. Let's take another trade. But now it's like it's just not worth it. Not worth it to me. So it is holding up that trend. Let's see if we can get back in that range that we had up there, or will that range become resistance for it? Looking like it's becoming resistance. Let's see where the walls are. We got like 3 walls up here around the $4 area. I don't see any big walls up here, and I don't. Oh, another one just popped in at the 91. Just got bought up. Okay, got a super big wall back here at the 425 here. Yep, one life. Yep, it's all about the preservation of capital, because without capital, you can't trade. You can't do anything. Yep, you gotta have that capital. Because when I show you guys my trades for today, you actually see the cost. There is a cost to trading. I'm not just throwing around random numbers. There is my money going into the market, and these positions are not free. I wish they did have like stock market coupons. Man, I'd be entering those things all day. There. Hmm. Yep, broke that trend line right there. Going towards VWAP. Yesterday on NXTD or whatever, I had to play the backside of the move because I actually missed it. Um, I actually had my scanner set from the price range of $2 to $10, and so I didn't see NXTD because it was set from 2 to 10. And I was like, man, the volume's got to be somewhere because nothing was moving, and the top of my scanner was Mara, M-A-R-A, but it was following Bitcoin. So I took a couple of trades, a couple of losing trades on Mara, and I was like, something's wrong. There's got to be some volume somewhere in the market under $10. So I adjusted my scanner to $1, and then NXTD came, and I saw the move, the end of the big move. And I was like, oh my goodness, I missed it. So I used this strategy on the backside. I had my ranges, and I traded back to the green yesterday in the ranges. Okay, UAVS. So yes, you can make money on the backside as a scalper. You can make money on the front side or the backside, but the front side will have the more powerful moves, and there'll be moves that are in your favor with the trend. So that's the only difference. When you're trading backside, it's all about profit taking. You cannot hold on the backside. You will get run over. This one, see, this is a backside move right here. So backside, you could put your little range right here. If you're going to trade this range right here, you put your range here. And you know this was the igniting candle right here. So it's probably not going to get back over that because we're on backside. So you take that first candle here, and you can actually play within this range and just trade the midpoint up to the top. And that midpoint is what, 89 up to the 95. That's a few cents. So if you take pretty good share size, you can definitely make your money back on the backside. Right now, this backside will be here, and that's the igniting candle right there. And it's right at VWAP, so you could play this, but it is slowing down with the volume on backside, so it's kind of harder to play in here. You can look for the midpoint, a midpoint buy right here at the 374, and your out could be the 365. So that would be a risking of $10, or not $10, 10 cents. Be risking 10 cents from that midpoint, and that will save you in this range. If it goes, hey, you make your money. If it doesn't, you know, you get stopped out at a very manageable position. See, this is the midpoint right here, coming here. So that will be the you would like to see that point break, and maybe you get a run up to this point, but now it's looking like it's showing red, and this would be a backside move that would probably stop you out, possibly. We'll see. Showing a little bit of green. The high of this candle is the 375 there. Let's see, from there up to the top, or even to the 9. The 9 will be the resistance here. It's at the 380, so it's probably going to go up, touch the 9, and come back down. Let's see if that works out. 75 break. 75. We'll buy at the 75. Yeah. Buy at that 75. Well, it's actually looking like, let's do 76. Do 76 here. Buy 5 shares and see how it works out in this range. So we got to order at the 76. We're going to see if it can get up there and touch that 9 before it goes through the VWAP. Nope. Looks like it went down. Check that range there. Let's see if we can hold it up and come back up and get me in. And I'll just take profit up here at the 84 if it can get up there. Let's see. Will it break? Matter of fact, I can take over this candle. What's the high of this candle? Set 374. 374 is this 1 minute pullback. Okay. Yeah, I need to go with the 374 probably. So I'll go ahead and move it down to the 374 and let that be the buy-in spot if it's gonna go. 374. Nope. Breaking down that level. Cancel my order. Gotta get strong again. Even if it comes and just touches this support level, I think in my head weakness. Weakness, weakness, weakness. 355 area, 9 EMA on the 15 minute. Yep. Yeah, that's one thing about scalping. Using the 15 minute is hard because of, I guess if you were looking at all three, it'll be okay. But for me and my strategy, what works is knowing the daily resistance and then seeing the 5-minute chart, because I can kind of guesstimate what these will look like on a 15 minute. This will be a green bar right here. This will be a green bar. This will be a red bar on the 15 minutes. So I kind of can estimate what it looks like on a larger time frame, and I can see the micro supports and resistance with this 5-minute and the 1 minute. Because scalping with the 15 is, I mean, maybe if you were playing a larger cap stock that had a little bit more strength, maybe it will work, but it just hasn't worked for me with my strategy. I tried with the 15, it just doesn't give me enough spectrum, or enough not spectrum, but enough, what's the word I'm looking for, doesn't give me enough insight into the trades that I want to take. Okay, looks like it's coming back halfway. Let's see if we can get over that. The 75 is the point to beat right now. So we'll say, let's do the 76 on the buy. 75 is the place to beat. 75, 76 have 2 levels here that need to be beat. Matter of fact, let's increase that to 10 shares. What am I doing? Cancel that. Go 10 shares right there. Looking for that break of that 76 up to the top of this range here, 383. It has now confirmed this little level here. Got a little move up, and we want to see a little bounce. Maybe not all the way to this level, but definitely over the 9 I'll be taking profit. Let's see what it can do here. $74. Got hammered right there. Looking for that break. Getting a little strength from the buyers there. Looking for a little bit of a push up, and we'll take profit. Quick profit. Not in yet. See if we can give me a little bit of a move there. A little bit of a push. We'll be out at the 66 there. Be out right there. Wanted to take a little bit of profit, a little bit more profit. It's a backside, so let's see what it can do. Low of this candle is a 70. Buyers look like they want to come in. They're thinking about it. Going red, going green, going red. Will we slam down and get me out here? My risk right now is about It's 10 cents on 10 shares. Let's see if we can get that move up to the top of this thing. Okay, it's giving me a little bit. The low, let's see if we can get a little bit more of a push there through that level, back through the 75. 75 has a, let's go ahead and put the low in there. The 72 is our, the 70 will be our new out. So we'll put it right there. We're risking 5 cents on 10 shares. 5 cents on 10 shares. We'll be out of there. Looking for this thing to get up here to the 80s. If it can or cannot, this is a double top move. So let's just see if it can find some strength here. 75, 75, 76. Okay, there we are. Let's go ahead and take that profit there. Take a bit there. If it shows me red, I gotta be out. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out right there. Alright, so went ahead and took that profit up there to the top of that range. And again, like I said, if you do this with bigger share size, yes, it's going to be a profitable play. And this is what I did on NXTD all the way down the backside. So I just traded all the way down to where it gave up on me. And you kind of have to take your profit, because you're going to see what happens if you would hold. So if I was holding, I'm holding right now, and we're going to see what it does with a holder, a bag holder. Let's see how it treats our bag holders here. So we got MREO. We got major walls building up here at the 79, 78, 78. We have walls, let's see, of buyers down here at the 77. They're trying to push it up, but it's backside. So buyers are at a disadvantage here. Big buyer there at the 75 got broke through. If I was still holding, I'm still holding. And then we get this splash down, I'm still holding. What happens now? I'm holding and hoping that it gets bought up, right? So I'm still hoping it got bought up. My heart is not racing anymore, and I'm just waiting. Hey, I just realized it's 4 minutes to the close, so we're gonna get ready to shut it down here. I'll do a recap right here at the end, real quick. Let's just look at what Moro does here. Whoa, what's happening here? Okay, this one's finally getting some pressure here. Got to get a pullback. So we do have a little mover here. Nice little volume spike there. We're going to see if we can get a little bit of a push there. We can take 100, we can take 50 shares of this on a pullback. So we're looking, we see AQMS is getting some volume here, and it's also moving up. We're looking for a pullback here. So if it goes higher, it's just going to be too extended. We don't want it to get too close to $2, because usually $2 is the fail point. Let's see, this one 193. It's kind of close. It is close. So we'll see if we can continue get a push here. Morio. Oh, Morio is finally trying to fill out here. So this is what would have happened if I just kept holding. Went up there, and now it's made its way all the way to VWAP. But we're going to look at PT. Where was it? I think it was AQMS, I believe. Yeah, AQMS is getting some trades up here. So we would love to see it to get to the 5 million mark and continue higher. That would be great. I'm looking to take 50 shares on it if it can continue to prove itself. It's almost to 5 million in the volume. Man, we got 1 minute till I need to be shutting down. 10:30, bro. This may just be a falling knife, and I don't want to catch a falling knife. I'm already green on the day, so I may just leave this one alone. 10:30 is the cutoff time, so I want to follow my rules. And yeah, I'll just let this $287 roll over to the next day. This one looks like it's already failing anyway, so I'll go ahead and roll the outro, and I'll be done for the day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and don't forget to hit the like button, and let's go ahead and close it up here. Let me get that outro going. How much time do we have? We have 3 seconds. All right, guys, thanks so much. Peace.